Supercars of the 80s. Bold, fast, and unforgettable. When you think of 80s supercars, you probably picture the iconic Ferrari or the mighty Lamborghini. But hold on, there's more to the story. Today, we're diving into 7 legendary supercars from the 80s that you probably didn't know about. And trust me, the last one on this list is a stunning blend of style and power, so watch till the end. Cizeta-Moroder V16T. Imagine a car so outrageous it feels like it's from a movie, and it actually was. Enter the Cizeta-Moroder V16T, launched in 1988, co-designed by Giorgio Moroder, the musical genius behind hits like Take My Breath Away. This supercar didn't just take breaths away, it stole the show. Under the hood, a jaw-dropping 6.0-liter V16 engine churned out 540 horsepower. Its unique transverse engine layout spanned the car's width, giving it an unmistakable presence. Combine that with quad pop-up headlights and a stance wider than a truck, and you had a car that screamed luxury and performance. With just 9 units produced, the V16T was priced at $650,000, equivalent to over $1.5 million today, making it a rare treasure. Spotting one at an auction is like finding a unicorn in the wild. Porsche 959. Ahead of its time doesn't even begin to describe the Porsche 959, first unveiled in 1986. This engineering masterpiece was the world's first true supercar. With a 2.8-liter twin-turbo flat-6 engine, it delivered 444 horsepower and a top speed of 197 miles per hour, making it the fastest car in the world at the time. But speed wasn't the only headline. The 959 featured all-wheel drive, a revolutionary suspension system, and cutting-edge aerodynamics that gave it an edge in both performance and handling. Priced at $225,000 in the 80s, over $600,000 today, it was a car for the elite. The 959 was also one of the first cars to use tire pressure monitoring systems and active aerodynamics, setting new benchmarks in safety and efficiency. Its lightweight body was crafted from a mix of Kevlar, aluminum, and Nomex, making it as durable as it was fast. And let's not forget its racing pedigree. The 959 dominated in rally events, like the Paris-Dakar Rally, proving that it wasn't just a track star, but an all-terrain champion. Fun fact, the 959 was so advanced that it couldn't even be sold in the US at launch because it didn't comply with crash test regulations. Cizeta-Moroder 108i. If James Bond ever needed a backup for his Aston Martin, this would have been it. The Cizeta-Moroder 108i, launched in 1984, is a car so rare it feels like a myth brought to life. Handcrafted in Germany, this beauty was the brainchild of Eberhard Schultz, an ex-Mercedes engineer with a vision for innovation. Powering this sleek machine was a 5.0-liter Mercedes-Benz V8 engine, pushing out 420 horsepower and propelling it to a top speed of 176 miles per hour. Its gullwing doors weren't just for style, they became its signature. It was originally a concept developed for Mercedes-Benz under the name CW311 before Cizeta took it independent. The result? A car with futuristic aerodynamics, a super low drag coefficient of 0.31, and a design that seemed decades ahead of the 80s. The Imperator also featured a lightweight fiberglass body and a ZF 5-speed manual transmission, ensuring an exhilarating driving experience. With only 30 units ever produced, the Imperator was the epitome of exclusivity, priced at $160,000 in the 80s. That's around $450,000 today. Spotting one at a classic car show, that's the ultimate bragging right. The Vector W8. Welcome to the future, or at least what the future looked like in the 80s. The Vector W8, first introduced in 1989, wasn't just a car. It was a spaceship on wheels. Designed by Gerald Wiegert, this angular marvel was built to turn heads and blow minds. Under the hood, it packed a 6.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine, producing 625 horsepower, enough to rocket it to a top speed of 242 miles per hour, a number that rivaled even the fastest cars of its time. Its body was crafted from aerospace-grade materials, making it as light as it was durable. Inside, the W8 felt like a cockpit with its digital gauges and aircraft-inspired controls. But what made it truly special was its focus on safety and technology. It had advanced features like an integrated roll cage and computer-controlled engine monitoring, which were almost unheard of in the 80s supercar market. Its Goodyear Eagle tires, designed specifically for high-speed runs, ensured stability even at blistering speeds. With only 19 units ever made, it's a collector's dream, and its original price of $450,000 makes it one of the most exclusive supercars of its era. It's also worth noting that the W8 was featured in multiple movies and video games, solidifying its status as a pop culture icon. If you had one of these, who would you call first for a joyride? Your best friend or the local car club to make jaws drop? Lamborghini Jalpa. When people think Lamborghini, the Countach often steals the spotlight. But the Lamborghini Jalpa, launched in 1981, deserves its moment to shine. This baby Lambo was powered by a 3.5-liter V8 engine, producing 255 horsepower. Perfect for those who wanted Lamborghini style without the V12 price tag. The Jalpa featured Targa-top styling, allowing drivers to enjoy the open air while soaking in the roar of its engine. Its rear-wheel drive setup made it a joy to drive, especially on winding roads. Priced at $58,000, around $150,000 today, it was Lamborghini's attempt to make supercars more accessible. The Jalpa's design was the work of Bertone, a famed Italian design house, and its angular lines gave it a distinct look that still turns heads today. It also boasted a luxurious interior with plush leather seats, a premium stereo system, and an intuitive layout for the driver. With only 410 units produced, it's a rare gem in the world of supercars. Would you pick the Jalpa over its bigger sibling, the Countach? Let's hear your thoughts. Lotus Esprit Turbo HC. Sleek, sharp, and British to the core, the Lotus Esprit Turbo HC was introduced in 1986 and became a supercar that valued finesse over raw power. The Esprit Turbo HC boasted a 2.2-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine that delivered 215 horsepower, not jaw-dropping by today's standards, but plenty for its lightweight frame. This car wasn't just about speed, it was about the driving experience. The HC high compression model added extra power and refinement, making it a standout in the Esprit lineup. The interior was equally impressive, featuring Connolly leather seats, a premium stereo system, and even bespoke customization options for owners who wanted a personal touch. Priced at £24,000 in the 80s, around $60,000 today, the Esprit Turbo HC was a bargain for a true supercar experience. And if it looks familiar, that's because it was a star in the James Bond film The Spy Who Loved Me. So, would you take it for a track day or a road trip along the coast? Let us know. De Tomaso Pantera GT 5S. Italian style meets American muscle in the De Tomaso Pantera GT 5S, launched in 1984. This beast combined the sleek lines of an exotic car with the raw power of a 5.8-liter Ford V8 engine that delivered 345 horsepower. The GT5S version took things to the next level with wide fender flares, a massive rear wing, and an aggressive stance that screamed, "Don't mess with me." Despite its muscular looks, it offered a surprisingly comfortable ride, blending performance with practicality. But what made the GT5S even more unique was its hand-formed steel body panels, a nod to the craftsmanship behind each car. It also featured a ZF 5-speed transaxle gearbox, giving it precise control and smooth gear shifts. Priced at $55,000 in 1984, around $150,000 today. Today, it's a favorite among collectors who love its unique blend of Italian flair and American grit. What's your favorite combination? Italian design or American muscle? Why not both? And that wraps up our countdown of the 7 legendary 80s supercars you never knew about. But don't go anywhere just yet. The journey through automotive history continues. Curious about the finest Cadillacs ever made? Check out our video on the 5 greatest Cadillacs ever produced right here on the channel. From vintage luxury to modern icons, you won't want to miss it. Click the link and I'll see you there.